Good place. They don't put peas in their pasta.
Oh, that is good.
Which is an absolutely ridiculous thing. I think that's a Midwestern thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all that live in the Midwest, man, you need to get out.
I don't like
Stop
that. I don't
putting
like
peas
that
in the pasta.
I don't know if it's a Midwest thing. It's just something that shouldn't be done.
I love peas, but it don't belong there.
I don't like peas.
Ooh. You have some history in Kearney of like a debauchery, right?
Oh, yeah. I've gone to Kearney many times. Yes. Yes. Even I didn't, but I was unfortunately part of a dine and ditch.
Is UNK still considered a major party school?
Oh, yeah. The whole you can't spell drunk without UNK.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it as much, but I'm not as in tune
I could ask
to
around.
the high schoolers is how they refer to going to Kearney. But it was thriving as a party school.
Ryan Held's going to join us before the week's over. That's
We'll
the
ask
first
him.
question.
We'll ask him. He'll know.
Is that part of the recruiting hook? Hey, we got a party school.
Hey,
You're going to have fun.
Arizona State.
As you're sitting in the living room, you go, your son's going to have a great time.
We've got upside down margarita night. It's fantastic.
Here, let's play a little Pictionary. But Chris writes, and he says in Kearney, Old Chicago had $1 domestics and $1 slices every weeknight after 9.
Oh, my gosh.
Greatest deal ever for broke college students. Went there every Wednesday with buddies until we graduated in 2012.
That's
That
amazing.
was a long time ago. That's great.
Yeah, I feel bad for saying that
I'm
Old Chicago is too
envious.
expensive for me. I hear things like that and thinking,
Man, did I make the mistake in
I
my
was
college
cheated in
choices?
Good friend of mine met his future wife at the Wednesday nights at Old Chicago in the Haymarket.
oh, they still together?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. See, Old Chicago even creates love.
Yeah.
I wonder if there was
Love and pepperoni rolls.
either one of. Those are good.
So awesome because I mean she's a wonderful person, but she managed one of the movie theaters in Lincoln, so we got to go all the movies for free. It was
even
awesome.
better.
Yeah, I was like the third wheel for this guy.
Yeah, and you probably didn't care.
Hey, but worth it. A lot
No.
of good movies to
Free
see.
movies.
Yep.
Yeah. Scotty Mack writes in, back in the day when I worked for Coke, there was a distribution line along Highway 92 that dictated whether we sold Dr. Pepper or Mr. Pibb. South of the highway, Dr. Pepper. North of the highway, Mr. Pibb.
Ooh, it's like the 38th parallel.
I love it. It's regionalized.
Grandparent
That's great.
humor.
That is just really, really good. I'm telling you, I can't believe you've never had a Mr. Pibb.
No, don't have a desire to.
Shocking. It's shocking. You're usually a curious fella.
No, it just
That is true.
I don't know.
Usually you try things so we
Yeah,
don't
I'm
have
not,
to.
but, but things that go in my mouth, I'm not that dangerous.
Oh,
Like I like to be consistent,
okay.
and I like to know what I'm putting in
That's
my.
fair.
But like, so drinking, I don't know. I'm kind of boring
But even
to be
for,
honest, like
even like
when
with a beer,
because
like
I
you'll
always
try
feel,
some
I always
stuff.
feel like if I get a bad beer and I don't like it, then I'm done for the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it is set the tone for the rest of the time. Like even a beer that you know you like, you're
But
you're
my
not, you're not in the mood.
my soda world is very, very limited.
Exclusive.
Like nowadays, when I go to QT, I'm like, nah. And you know what? That no sugar peach green tea on the far right
Yeah.
at Casey's after I get my cubed ice.
Might be intriguing.
That
but,
is that's beating out the soda right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Very refreshing, I bet.
Because he's a good guy, and I guess we're required to read a tweet a day from Iowa JD.
He is a good guy.
What if Iowa JD realizes that with the portal opening yesterday, Iowa football is down to 5 scholarship wide receivers?
Isn't that more than they had 3 years ago? It's like 5 more than they had 3 years ago.
I think only 2 are upperclassmen. And they have a new OC that would like to throw to wide receivers?
Yeah.
What's up with Cade McNamara? Is he going to be fully healthy?
I would think he is. You haven't heard much on that front, though. But,
So he says, stop making excuses for Fedoni.
Why?
I know that was an excuse. Now, Dylan Raiola will make Fedoni look good as well. Iowa tight ends have been making plays with quarterbacks that belonged in the G-Pack for years and still were first-round draft picks.
I mean,
Let's put
there
some,
are, when it comes to the quarterbacks
Hey,
at Iowa, there is some truth there.
Can we put some respect on G-Pack quarterbacks?
Yes. That's probably the better way to put it.
Well, okay. So one quick thing here, because we're up against it. If you have tight ends, we have talked. This has been a discussion. I mean, we can rattle off tight ends at Nebraska that were underutilized.
Yep.
Kyler Reed,
Kyler Reed's number
Ethan
one.
Carter,
Kyler Reed's number
even
one.
Austin Allen,
Uh-huh.
even to be honest, you get Vokalek and Stoll
I agree.
or in the NFL, you could say they were underutilized.
Mhm.
Johnny Mitchell, underutilized. Junior Miller, underutilized. Okay, we could make this case for the tight end position.
Yep.
This is really the first time that I feel confident that Nebraska pays attention to tight ends and they actually can see them as an advantage in their offense, not just an inline blocker, that they can go and catch passes and you know what? Move the sticks. So a lot of the tight end position in Nebraska is, are you committed to using it in your passing game or are you more committed to using it in your running game? And I do believe that they will use the tight ends more. And this is a recruiting tool. I mean, we're a state that produces tight ends, and tight ends want to come to Nebraska. Look at who is headed here, who is committed here.
Yeah, they don't want to necessarily be inline blockers, though.
They're going to use the tight ends, and you finally have a quarterback that can simply play pitch and catch. We're not asking tight ends to run 30-yard seam routes and go, hey, do you think you could win a foot race with Banks?
Right.
We're asking them to run 7, 10 outs, 15, and then get themselves in position with a big body to seal off a defender so that you give a pocket to a passer. And, oh, by the way, we have a quarterback that I think can complete those. So it is about how you utilize and your dedication to using the tight ends.
Yeah.
And what they're selling to guys on the recruiting trail and have been is, yes, tight ends, just watch us play. We want to use the tight ends.
Yeah, that's the follow-through on everything that you hear.
Fedoni's got some things he's got to do, but he will have a quarterback that will make him look good this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's on him.
Yeah, and hopefully in return he makes that quarterback look good as well.
All right. Halfway through a Wednesday, we'll get back also into last night at Haymarket Park where Creighton beat Nebraska for the second time this year, because the Kyle Perry career arc is quite fascinating for the Millard South product, who was on the mound last night and struggled again in the ninth, and then was taken out of the game, and then the next pitch went over the wall. That and much more. Andy Kendi at 9, Brandon Vogel at 9:40, right here on Mornings with Sharp and Hanley on 1620.